What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be going over a thing of thanks. I wanted to do something a little bit different for Thanksgiving, especially since this is a day that a lot of people in the US get together with friends and family and sit around and give thanks to what they have gotten from being another day, a year on this earth, to being able to sit down and enjoy each other's company. It is one of those holidays that we should always be grateful for the world we've gotten a chance to be on. I know we've lost a lot in the last couple years because of the, crush card virus, as some people will say for Yu-Gi-Oh, because I don't want this to be demonetized. But with that, there always is some positive light in the darkness. So guys, without further ado, let's dive into the Thanksgiving episode. So I'm going to do something a little differently than most of the other times I have done this. I'm going to be doing this anonymously. So there are some people that have a little bit of a darker past with their thanks. So I don't want them to be like shunned out or anything like that. And, it's just very nice to be able to just say what people are feeling. And context wise, since this is a day of thanks, I figured being anonymous with your post, you'll know who you are. And if yours is covered, definitely hit that like button. But if I missed it because it was posted later than my recording, I am sorry. But check out on my shorts, I will be doing mini one of these a little bit throughout the day, just to give thanks to all. So the first one we got is, although all through thankful for so much, the real answer is the friends made along the way and the bonds that have grown deeper. I really think that's a very amazing statement and sentiment. Bonds is what we all do when we play card games. We are building bonds with people at the shop, with the store owners and everything like that. So being able to make those deeper connections really does improve your ability as a player and as a human being. So something to always look forward to is always growing that way. A reason to leave Yu-Gi-Oh! It was honestly stressing me out so much more than I realized, and I actually noticed a better quality of my mental state after leaving the game to do more Digimon stuff and more Digimon content. And that's understandable. Sometimes a change in card games into a different community and everything like that is just sometimes all you need, and it can bring you up. This community is about bringing the players up. Yes, we do have some bad eggs, and we have some issues here and there, but we're not as toxic as a few other communities in general. So it's good to see that it's helping you mentally, and I really am appreciative that the community has done this for you. So as a thanks from the community to you, I want to say thank you for being a part of it. Next one is, I'm thankful for a new hobby and an assortment of new acquaintances / friends with whom I play multiple times per week. My bank account is not thankful at all, though. You know what? That's awesome that you made new acquaintances / friends with whom you get to play multiple times with. Sometimes that's all that it takes, is just being able to have a place to de-stress and unwind and have people you can conversate with. It gets you out of the house, it gets you into social circles. So I'm really happy that this is helping you out that way and being able to do this. Sadly, bank account, I can't do anything about. The greatest community of not only card games, but any game that I have ever had the pleasure of being a part of. Every one of my local guys is a standout human being. We have this wonderful mix of X-Vanguard, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic, Duel Master / Kai Judo, Pokemon, FAB, and brand new to the card game players. That's really awesome to see mixtures and stuff like that. We kind of see older players in older card games. They're getting tired of it. Digimon kind of just gave them a new home where they could feel safe and wanted. And I'm really happy that it's done that. So really awesome to see there. I'm thankful for Grandis and Bloomlord for allowing me to roll my opponents into the backwoods. That one's a little funny. being able to play green decks and being able to smash them in and sending them out back is really funny. And, you know, Grandis and Bloomlord being really powerful decks in the format, you got to be grateful for that. So I see where it is. Number 1, returning friends who had disappeared to pursue other TCGs over the years. LE, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon reunited us. That's awesome to hear. And number 2, all the new friends that I have met through this game. That's awesome. So being able to be reunited with your old friends because your groups kind of separated because they wanted to play all different card games kind of sucks sometimes, because you know, that's kind of what happens with some card games. Some people just migrate to another card game and you weren't having fun with it. That's understandable, and it wasn't expected of you to be able to follow suit. So being able to reunite that way really does help out, and I'm very happy for you, not gonna lie. And then being able to make new friends along the way is very awesome. Okay, I'm glad the game has reinvented as a whole and easy to understand. I found a small local community to play with that I never would have met otherwise. Bought some of my favorite monsters outside of the screen and into gameplay, which is awesome. I'm excited that this has happened. The reboot of this game really made it accessible to a lot of players that, one, never got a chance to play it at, and then when they rebooted it a few other times, you still didn't have a way of getting at it, and now we have a way of accessing this card game for real, and I'm excited to see where that goes for everybody. I'm glad to have a new ship to sail while I laugh at Wizard of the Coast sinking in the distance. I don't want to be negative here. We don't have to watch other card games kind of fail as you think, but I'm glad you are happy in the new card game. It really does make a difference here. Then we have, I'm thankful for Bellastar, Angelwomon, Lady Devi, Rosemon, Lilithmon, Mervamon, Venusmon, Kinkakumon, Mastemon, Sarismon, Median, and then most importantly, Adamon. And then on the screen, you get to see the junk. Haha! Just kidding. But, you know, it's good that you have a lot of your favorite Digimon to be able to play in this game. And it's really awesome to see that this game has some connection with you. That's a huge importance to be able to play this card game. Right, everybody? I'm thankful for an actually good and giving community in a TCG. I've also made some awesome new friends in my short time playing. This group is amazing as well, and I've gotten my dad into it. Wow, being able to get family members in to finally give you that connection that you weren't always going to have sometimes is really awesome. And I don't know if this, and I'm not going to project on this, maybe they didn't have the best card game dynamic. Maybe they didn't really have a way of bonding, and now having the ability to bond, I'm really happy for that. That is something really interesting, and I think most of us would love for a shot like that. Being able to bond with your parents with card games, where most parents always seem to downsize the idea of a card game, because they always could never understand why this cardboard was expensive, and it's understandable. But being able to get your family members into a card game goes a long way, I gotta say. I'm thankful for a game to show not only can it be fun and unique, but it can be generous as well. This game has some of the best art I've seen printed, not to mention, but there is no censorship like in Yu-Gi-Oh! Should I tell him? Well, there is some censorship in this game. Not as crazy much as Yu-Gi-Oh!, but we'll have to see what they keep doing in the long game. We'll have to understand. But really awesome to see that you're very thankful for the game as well. I moved to a new city a year ago. I had no friends and a boyfriend who lived nearby hardly spent any time with me. I was so lonely despite liking the alone time. Sometimes there is such a thing as too much. When I started going to my local Digimon events, I made friends and I'm finally enjoying my new city. Not only this, but they are mostly male present people. As a female survivor of SA, I have a lot of fear around men. However, being around friends with a common interest and feeling safe has helped me heal from that fear as well. And I'm very thankful for Digimon community and the outlet it gave me for learning, thinking, and competitive competition, and friendship. Oh, and I also thankful for Lilithmon. She's a badass hottie. Yes, we all love Lilithmon, and I'm glad this has helped you. Sometimes events like this are really not easy to heal from, but it looks like you found a way to grow now. And I'm very happy that this Digimon has helped you, one, get you adjusted to your new city life, which moving to a new city is scary as can be. And then being able to now improve on past trauma and being around people that can help you show that there's not always that bad guy in the background that's going to hurt you or something like that. I'm very happy that this has shown in a positive outlook. And this is stuff that we want to hear and see. And this is really what being thankful for in this community. The next one is the community itself. Heart's heart. So I'm really happy for that. The community is great. The community is awesome. We got some negative Nancys, but outside of that, really good. Digimon has always been one of my favorite anime. For years, they had cards in Japan printed in awesome arts that I could not get. With the Digimon TCG, I can finally get them locally without having to import them. I was just planning on collecting them for the art, but the game is so much fun that I had to play it competitively. Thank you for the Digi, for the friends, and most of all, for the art that keeps being fire. So, that is awesome to see, and I'm really happy that Digimon has done this for you. And yeah, some of us, this has been what we've been waiting for, to be able to collect all our favorite Digimon and go from there. So honestly, I'm happy for you. Honestly, this is the first TCG that I actually full committed to. I played Yu-Gi-Oh for a bit, played Magic, but for some reason this game locked me in. This game also brought a lot of my friends together, and if it wasn't for them, you know who you are, I would have never had my Digimon deck built. I'm grateful for them and their help in teaching me how to play my deck correctly and helping me make my crazy ideas actually work. I will forever be thankful for them. That's awesome to hear. Friendships, everything like that. And this card game is just really making you hooked. And I'm thankful for that as well. This is really important, and it's always going to be for everybody. So I'm excited to see. Just bringing back the game period is what I'm thankful for. Back when the game first came out, I really wanted to play, but if it was overshadowed by Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and after they stopped, I just went to playing Yu-Gi-Oh. But when they brought the game back in a world where people were willing to try more card games and weren't just stuck on one or two, I knew if I played, there would be most players. So I dropped just about everything Yu-Gi-Oh and started buying cards right away. And I'm glad I did. I have had more fun in Digimon in its life now, and then I've had in decades or so playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So I'm glad that you've had an amazing time playing your Digimon. And it's understandable. Sometimes that was always the big hurdle was, you know, when the first game iteration came out, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon were the only thing you could really do, any capacity. Most of the time, you couldn't even get into Digimon. Digimon was such a rare, and the first release was just a struggle and a half to get over. So it's just really tough there. Thankful for Poning Noobs Epic Gamer Style. Yep, we love poning the noobs, as they say. So that's really awesome. Finding a TCG that I could enjoy playing again, and the amazing local game store that I play at, supporting kind and helpful, it also brought me a ton of happiness. I'm awesome. That's awesome. The happiness, hopefully this continues on for future sets, and hopefully we can return to this next year with more thankfulness, shall we? Then, with this being my first TCG and generally suffering from social anxiety, the TCG brought me people who I can honestly call friends and has helped me with my social anxiety. And then comments were, "Nothing but love, my man. Smiley face, smiley face. Glad to have you around, locals, man. You're an awesome player." I love this. This is support where you need it the most, right? I'm not joking. This is what we want to see in communities, right? And I'm very proud to say this is how we should always be. I'm thankful that the Digimon IP seems to be better handled now, and more people are getting hooked by the amazing designs and story that it tells. And I'm thankful that the game is fun to play, letting me enjoy my favorite franchises and giving me a newfound love for TCGs in general. I have since gotten casual decks for Weiss, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm glad that this game became a stepping stone to get you into other card games that you can play with your friends. And it doesn't mean you have to just focus on Digimon. You can always build a fun side deck in all card games. And depending on what your friends are playing, you can actually have a general census on what to play. So I'm really happy to see that. I'm thankful that I met my current best friend because of Digimon. The things like best friend sound slash feel trivial as an adult, but we meet during an online locals during the 1.5 era and clicked and vibe while we were talking about the card game, the new adventure reboot anime. Then we randomly happened to run into each other at an in-person locals a month later, and that opened the floodgates of friendship. It's been about a year plus now, and I go over his house every weekend for Digimon and other general friend activities. We always coordinate our schedules for pre-release, online, and store championship tournaments, and I'm living the life teenage me always wanted, and it's a great feeling. Sometimes that's all we wanted. Some of us didn't have that luxury in life, and it's understandable that sometimes you didn't always have that best friend growing up, and it's really awesome that you made your best friend now. You know, there's always that one true best friend that you're always going to go to, that'll always be there for you. So it's awesome that this card game has brought you a true best friend. And I hope for many years to come that you guys have more fun activities, more drinks, a merry, and all that kind of fun stuff. And hopefully your friendship keeps growing over the years and this card game keeps going with you. Dark Knightmon is the next one. Oh yeah, Dark Knightmon. This game really got me back in trading cards. It was a great play mechanic mixed with pure nostalgia and my Tyranno boy. On top of that, it brought together a great community. Very much true, and I'm really happy it brought you this great community. I'm really enjoying a new card game that isn't super complex at face value. I can play with pretty much anyone with some sort of basic starters. I have 3 of 2 second wave untouched for this purpose, and we can have fun. I do also enjoy how many decks and archetypes you go against the normal stack and attack. Machine Dramon has a unique playstyle. D-Reaper, Ragnar Lordmon somewhat does. Armor Rush, favorite deck by the way. Blue Flare, Crossheart do as do many other decks. It's refreshing, also super thankful that they make a normal variant of a card for players that are relatively inexpensive, and then make tamer packs and tournament packs for those who want to have something nicer. Yeah, it's awesome to have these most of them are in the low rarities, and it makes it so the cards are not skyrocketing off the shelves in value. Yes, some cards are trying to be like that. Looking at you, Imperial Dramon, Fighter Mode, and, Examon. You guys need to come down. Bring down here, Outside of that, no. Awesome card art. Really is beautiful card art. I'm thankful for the friends I made along the way, and now able to make my OC's partner Digimon line in the TCG. So, really, original characters partner Digimon line. Oh, that's awesome. Being able to make your own Digimon in the TCG. If your original characters partner Digimon line in the TCG is awesome if they printed it finally. I'm really happy for you. I'm thankful for all the people I met and played against at our regionals. Jake from State Farm. Entertainment cause, well, it is a game. So, really awesome entertainment-wise. It's been a while since I got hooked into a TCG since Magic, and approximately in the War of the Spark expansion, the Wizards got too greedy and it's really expensive to keep up. I really like the game and how it turned out to be, and the mechanics are really implemented, but I'm not thankful for how speedy the new sets are being released. That's what is killing Magic. Well, we do have a hiatus for a little bit, so be thankful for that. So now we'll have to see if they actually start spacing out more, and I wouldn't mind that being a little more spaced out. We'll have to see. I've always been a diehard Digimon fan, and when I saw the TCG revamped was coming out for Digimon, I told myself I would hop on that TCG for the long haul. Not a whale wing collector aspect, but a love to play the game and see the artwork on each card. Not a bad idea there. I'm glad that the revamp got you right into the card game. A renewed interest in competitive format for a TCG completely new to the game, hoping to get a national invite, and hopefully you do. You only have a little bit left of this year to get for this year's invite, but who knows, you might get it for next year. Very thankful for the weight it's taken out of my pocket. Means he or she is spending way too much. This is important, probably cringe, but I met my boyfriend in a Digimon TCG Discord server, and we've been together for a year and 7 months now. That's awesome. I'm blessed that's what brought you together, and I'm happy you guys are happily together, and I hopefully many more years to come. And cheers. A new group of amazing friends. Also, Hydrassi. You know it. You live it. You breathe it. I haven't played a TCG in over a decade. Yu-Gi-Oh got so overly complicated, I decided to leave. I tried for decades to get into Magic, but it never appealed to me. Digimon TCG reunited my passion for a TCG again, and after playing it for a year, I'm thankful for the community that brought me into it. And I'm thankful the community has given you a purpose in card games again. Definitely thankful for so many things. I've traveled all over the country for tournaments, stayed up late testing on dozens of nights, and I've made some lasting, solid friendship, including you. So I'm really appreciated for that, and I really hope that going forwards we can still be friends and we can always meet up in events and stuff like that, and hopefully we can grow as a community, and hopefully we can still grow as a friendship. It has made me feel like a kid again, not just because of nostalgia, but just because I'm experiencing the same sense of wonder and discovery I had between 03 and 06 when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh! That's awesome. Sometimes that's what people were missing, was just the wonderment that the card games used to give. A lot of these are now so power crept in certain aspects that you just lose the fun in it, where it's now you either play X deck or you lose. And that's sad to say, but now at least we're getting into formats where it's kind of diverse, where you can pick up a deck you like and go in and head on take on your opponents. Digimon came around as I was losing interest in Magic, which I had played for a decade. It reignited my passion for card games and had given me a reason again to hit up the local card shop every weekend. Shout out to Tate's Gaming Satellite. Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad that it reignited your passions really well. For me, it's having Digimon be a big part of my life again. A fun card game that isn't stressful to play. And I'm glad. Reconnecting with my childhood and creating a new vital obsession in my life. That's all we need. Definitely in the community around the game. I've made new friends just off the love of the game or series. That's awesome. The card game reunites my passion for the series as a whole, so I'm thankful for that. Yep. And I'm thankful for that too. Thankful for the set being released on time without printing errors. Oh, wait. We know that was coming. Someone had to make that comment. I'm thankful for the game bringing my brother and I in a fun way, competitive way. My brother is my best friend, and while we share a lot of interests, Digimon is the first game we can play together where we can competitively engage on the same level. He hates Magic, and I'm pretty trash at shooters, but Digimon is something both of us have loved since Adventure. Watching Matt and TK be so close as their parents split, even as their own parents were getting divorced, in a formative memory for me. And that's sad. I'm sorry your family went through that, but I'm glad that Digimon has brought you together like this. Such a joy whenever I see him for the first time in forever. He's back to being goofy Guillemon voice as he demolishes me with Gallantmon. I'm glad that this bond has made you guys stronger, and it's grown in a way that most people don't have that luxury. So I'm glad that this has helped you, and I'm sorry that things happened, but I'm glad that you guys have the bond you do between yourselves. My back's no longer hurting from the weight of my wallet. Means he's burning money on the card game. I'm very grateful for finding my very cool, inclusive locals. I'm recently started transitioning, and it's one place I've treated 100% them. So I'm glad that your transitions are going well, and I'm glad that the community supports you extremely well. And I hopefully for many times to come that it gets more support. So, and I'm grateful, and I hopefully you stay safe and everything like that, and be thankful. My friends are all playing this game now, and we have something all of us can talk about to some extent. We're meeting up whenever we can to play, and it brought everyone together a little more. A local card shop has opened up near us too, so we stop by there and get some games in when everyone's free. A lot of us play D&D and other things, but Digimon is something we can all play. Thankful for that. I'm glad that that's what it's been able to do for you. Not many people can say that, and I'm happy that it's been able to prove for you that it's a die-hard game, and hopefully many more years to come on that. My wife and I had a baby last year while I had some cards before he was born. I didn't really get serious about the game until after. I'm thankful for Digimon TCG online communities on Reddit, Discord, Facebook, and content creators on YouTube for feeding my interest and distracting me when my postpartum depression got really bad. This was key when I was hunkered down at home and wasn't actually playing the game. Understandable, new kid in life kind of changes up everything and shakes everything around. I'm thankful for my local Digimon TCG team for being an awesome group of people, and my LGS for being one of the best places to play Digimon. They were kind to me and patient on Discord before I ever met them. And when my son turned 6 months and finally got his COVID shot, I began to come out and compete, placing third in 4/5 of my first locals. And I almost had 23rd at my first regional. If that ends up being the peak of my competitive prime, then I'm already happy. I haven't been competitive much lately, but really the best part of going out to play is seeing all the friends that I wouldn't have been able to make without Digimon. That's awesome. And I'm thankful for my wife for putting up with me while I'm out playing it in locals, in LGSs, or at majors, for allowing and encouraging me to buy cards as I need them, and playing with me when I need practice. She has to take the brunt of the child care all by herself when I'm out playing, but it's done so much for my mental health. Part of the reason I'm winding down on competitive is so that I can do the same for her. I'm appreciated that you are both supporting each other in a way that hopefully this brings more healthy relationship with your child and you in the future. Both of you being able to play this card game might mean that you can really present this to your child in the future. So hopefully we'll see what happens. Digimon has been a top 3 highlight for me this year. First is watching my son grow up. Second is seeing my wife be an amazing mom. It really has become a special part of my life right now. Even if I stop playing collecting right now, I always be thankful and remember for what it has done for me. And you're not wrong there. I'm excited to see what happens in the future. Before I started playing Digimon, 90% of my socialization outside of work was online. Now I get to get out of my apartment and actually talk to people in public once or twice a week, which has been fantastic for my mental health. And that's all we ask for, is you to be mentally healthy. I'm glad that the community and card game has brought in this to you. To be honest, card games have really helped me and my mom connect with each other. Whenever I buy some packs, we usually open them together. She has no idea about the game or really any knowledge of Digimon in general, but we always have a nice moment when we compare polls and get excited. I'm excited for that. Bonding with a parent is a way that most people don't get. So being able to have your mom even have no clue, but she's just happy to pack open with you, means the world sometimes to a lot of players. And I hopefully this continues and these moments are treasured and shared with you in the future. My addiction to waifu tax cards. We already know. Oh geez, I'm thankful for all the many hours of imaginative adventures I got out as a kid. And as an adult, I'm supremely thankful for the local TCG community we have in our little New England town. Heart, great post. Thank you, OP. No problem, and I'm glad this is something you guys can all read throughout the day tomorrow and stuff like that, and be able to watch and listen. And I'm thankful I can cover this. It has made my friendship better, and my friend has always loved Digimon, watching all the seasons and all the series, but me, on the other hand, I was never a big fan, never understood it. So when the Digimon card game came out, I was the first one he asked to try out the game with, since I like to play card games and I don't think I would like it. I didn't think I would like it, and to be honest, at first I was very confused and bored. Thinking about it, it could be because I had the first TK starter deck, but all I remember was that I was struggling, and then I saw him, he was super happy, so I kept trying it. Then I actually started watching the show too, and now after finishing a couple seasons and playing through a few sets together, I have a new appreciation for Digimon. My friend for getting me into the game. Also, my favorite Digimon is Gabumon. Congratulations to being a blue player. So let's see what Gabumon has in store for you. A good deck with angels. There are some decks with angels, so we're really good there. They've supported Tyrannomon decks with the new booster, my favorite Digimon, and I'm excited to see what you can do with Rusty Boy. Awesome Digimon card arts, and some TCG companies do crappy jobs on them. Digimon and Dragon Ball TCG is fire. Flames, though. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad that Digimon Bandai has done you right. It helps me cope with my loneliness after moving to another state from a place I was born and raised for about 30 years to an entirely new city with a great community here, and met a friend here through Digimon. Also met an old friend who comes to locals because his parents were visiting as well, and rebonded over the TCG. This is the moments you enjoy. I'm so happy that Digimon has done this. And finally, I'm thankful they banned Death X. Thank you, ban. Oh, wait. We had to leave off on a funny moment. Well, no way Death X is getting banned. I don't see it. Even restricting it, I don't see it. But, guys, tell me what you're thankful for this wonderful day. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Spend time with your family. Share moments with them. Share even moments with your friends. If you don't have that family, maybe you can just cheer with some friends and they'll treat you like family too. Digimon community has brought people together in ways that most people dream of. So I'm glad to see all these responses and all these statements. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.